Growing for the Gold by Chris Webber. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to grow one of those huge, record-breaking pumpkins you see on the news? Well, in this presentation, I'm going to elaborate on just that. It all took place over the past year on my family farm. I started off the growing season in early spring, where I picked a nearly level spot with well-drained soil. I fertilized the soil with various nutrients and then tilled the soil to incorporate these nutrients. After the patch was prepared, I had to find that perfect seed. I researched various websites and ordered 7 pumpkin seeds off of Howard Dill's website. The pumpkin I purchased these seeds from weighed nearly 600 pounds. I then waited till late April to start these seeds in a 4-inch pot. After the plants were hardened off and about 2 to 3 weeks old, I planted them in the garden. I was sure to orientate the plant so that the first true leaf was facing opposite of where I wanted the main plant to grow, as indicated by the picture on the left. I was sure to provide plenty of protection at this stage. I provided various fertilizers throughout the growing season. During the vegetative stage, I provided plenty of nitrogen to aid in the development of leaves and vines. When the plant reached reproductive stage, I was sure to provide plenty of phosphorus and potassium as well as calcium, as the pumpkin uses these nutrients excessively during fruit growth. I also applied a fungicide and insecticide on a weekly basis. Throughout the growing season, I pruned and trained the vines. I arranged the plant in a Christmas tree pattern as shown in the picture below. The main vine is represented by the red line, while the secondary vines are indicated by the yellow lines. Growing off the secondaries are tertiary vines, which I pruned off the plant to provide more energy for fruit growth. I buried the vines as they grew to stimulate the roots that are located on the top and bottom of the vine at each leaf node. Pollination occurred during the first week of July. I first chose a female flower on the main vine that was located 10 to 15 feet from the stump of the plant. In the early morning, I chose 3 to 5 healthy male flowers and gently swabbed the pollen onto the stigma of the female flower. I then closed the female flower to prevent contamination as well as to provide a known pedigree. During the first 2 weeks of fruit growth, I positioned the pumpkin perpendicular to the main vine to prevent stress on the stem as the pumpkin grew. I also installed a piece of plywood under the pumpkin to prevent fruit rot. As the fruit grew, I covered it with a blanket to prevent early maturity. The shade is essentially like sunscreen, which prevents the skin from hardening, which would otherwise inhibit its growth. As the fruit grew, I estimated its weight by taking 3 measurements, which are located in the diagram below. I added these measurements and then used a chart to accurately estimate the weight of the fruit. I use this information to keep track of the fruit's health throughout the growing season. When the pumpkin was mature, I used a tractor to lift it out of the patch, being careful not to damage the fruit. I then hauled it to the local elevator to have it weighed. In conclusion, you can probably tell that growing a record-setting pumpkin can be a challenging but rewarding experience. I hope my experience will inspire you to try out this challenging hobby. Thank you.